Have you ever wondered why some professionals seem to break free from the salary treadmill, while others, even after decades of hard work, still remain stuck? What if I told you that one simple decision could completely change the trajectory of your financial life, just like it did for one of my clients? In today's video, I'm going to share a powerful real-life transformation, a story that began right here in Nairobi over 20 years ago. It is a story of how a quiet, diligent scientist went from paycheck to paycheck at the International Livestock Research Institute to becoming a financially free landlord, owning 2 apartment blocks and several joint ventures. And by the end of the video, you will see exactly how you can apply the same principles to create your own path to financial independence. For over 20 years, I've helped thousands of professionals working at corporates like Safaricom, World Bank, UN, ILRI. I've helped them gain control of their finances, build lasting wealth, and transition from employment dependence to financial freedom. I've seen what works, and I've seen what doesn't. And this case study with this scientist, who I'll call James, will show you that real transformation isn't about luck. It's about clarity, structure, and disciplined action. So if you're serious about breaking out of the paycheck to paycheck cycle, make sure you watch until the end. And if you want to take control of your own finances, I invite you to check out my free training, Stop Living from Paycheck to Paycheck with These Money Secrets. You'll find the link in the description below. And don't forget to subscribe, share this video with a colleague who might need it, and also hit the bell icon so that you're notified every time I post a new episode. Let's jump right into it. When I first met James in the early 2000s, he was a young scientist who had just joined the International Livestock Research Institute, or ILRI. Before that, he had worked in a government research department, a job that barely paid enough to get by. His move to ILRI was his first taste of a good salary. He was excited, ambitious, and finally felt that his hard work in academia was paying off. But beneath that excitement was something else: confusion. Like many high-performing professionals, James was earning well, but he had no structure in his personal finances. His payslip looked healthy, but at the end of each month, there was nothing left. He told me, "Manyara, I feel like I am running on a treadmill. I earn more than ever before, but I can't seem to move forward." This statement hit me hard because it's one that I've heard countless times before and since. Perhaps you felt the same. That's the reality of many professionals today. Finance, tech, or development. You earn a good salary, but there is still that quiet frustration. Where is my money going? That's where James was when he joined my financial coaching program. The first thing we did was gain clarity. You can't manage what you can't measure. So I asked James to document every aspect of his financial life: his income, his expenses, debts, savings, and even the financial obligations he had to his extended family. At first, it was uncomfortable. He had never looked at his finances that closely before. But once we put everything down on paper, he could finally see what was happening. It turned out that his biggest problem wasn't the lack of income, it was leakage. Lifestyle creep had quietly taken over. A new job meant a better car, more frequent dinners out, and obligations to help relatives more often. Nothing wrong with any of those things, but without structure, they were eating away at his future. So we built his first cash flow plan. We divided his income into clear categories living expenses, long-term savings, emergency fund, investment capital. We also set up simple but powerful systems: automatic savings transfers on payday, a spending tracker, a monthly financial review session. This may sound basic, but they are transformational when applied consistently. And that's what James did. Month after month, he tracked his money and stuck to the plan. Within a year, he had something he had never had before: a meaningful savings balance. But clarity alone wasn't enough. It was time for phase 2, purposeful investing. When we revisited his financial plan, I asked James, "What do you really want your money to do for you?" He paused for a moment and said, "I want to stop worrying about whether I will have enough when I retire. I want income that comes even when I'm not working." That's when we introduced him to the Wealth Path Framework, the same system I teach in my financial freedom coaching program today. The framework focuses on doing 3 things. Number 1, building financial stability through emergency reserves and debt management. Number 2, growing capital through disciplined saving and smart investment allocation. And number 3, creating passive income streams, especially through real estate and business ownership. For James, real estate investing was the natural next step. He was analytical by nature and he liked the tangibility of property. So we started small. His first investment wasn't an apartment block. It was a simple plot of land in the outskirts of Nairobi, in an area that was just beginning to open up thanks to new road infrastructure. He saved the down payment through a SACCO loan and paid it off over 3 years. By the time he cleared the loan, the land value had doubled. That first success changed his entire mindset. He realized that the path to wealth wasn't about finding the next hot investment. It was about building momentum, step by step, deal by deal. So he repeated the process. He bought another plot, this time with a plan to build rental units. It was tough at first. Construction always is. But when the units were finally complete and his rental income flowing in, and for the first time, he saw that money was working for him. This was his financial independence seed. Over the next decade, James continued applying the same structured approach we had built during the coaching sessions. He didn't chase every opportunity. He focused on his lane, rental real estate. He used his salary wisely. Part of it serviced his loans, part of it built new capital, and the rest funded his lifestyle. Without guilt, without overindulgence. He reinvested the profits, and gradually he scaled from 1 unit to an entire block, then another. Eventually, he co-invested in joint developments, becoming a partner rather than just a landlord. 15 years after our first meeting, James was no longer an employee. He had left Ilri, not because he was frustrated, but because he was free. His rental income comfortably covered his living expenses. His investments were diversified, and he had time to focus on what truly mattered to him: his family, his passions, and mentoring younger scientists. When we reconnected years later, he told me, "Manyara, your coaching gave me the structure and confidence I never had. Without that foundation, I would probably still be chasing promotions and worrying about school fees." That's the power of financial clarity and disciplined implementation. And it's a reminder that financial freedom is not reserved for the lucky. It's built by those who follow a clear system and stay consistent over time. Have you ever felt like you're on that same treadmill James once described? Working hard, earning well, but not moving forward? Let me know in the comments below. What's been your biggest challenge when it comes to managing your income or investing confidently? I would love to hear a story, and maybe, like James, yours could be the next transformation that I share right here. Now here is the truth. James's transformation didn't happen by accident. It happened because he took that first step. He sought guidance and applied it. And if you want to learn how you can start your own journey to financial freedom, how to escape that paycheck-to-paycheck cycle and build a system that works even when you're asleep, then your next step is simple. Click the link in the description below and watch my free training video. Stop living paycheck to paycheck with these money secrets. In that training, I'll walk you through the exact principles that helped James and hundreds of other Kenyan professionals create stability, grow wealth, and achieve independence. Don't wait for the right time. The right time is now. Remember, 15 years from today, you will either look back with pride or with regret. The choice starts with one simple step. If you found value in this story, hit the like button, share it with a friend who needs to hear this, and don't forget to subscribe for more practical strategies on achieving financial freedom in Kenya. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. I'm Manyara Kiragu.